All right, well, we just picked up 4 more games to add to this collection on purchasing every NES game out there. So let's go ahead and dig through these games and see what we got and chat it up. All right, let's get started in alphabetical order. I think it's alphabetical order. Yeah, I picked up 4 more games, all on eBay. So yeah, Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunts. Picked it up, and I do have Super Mario Brothers, but I needed the Mario Duck Hunts double game, or whatever that it would be called. But yeah, picked it up with 3 other games on an eBay lot. I paid, I think, about actually really cheap. I think like $17 for the 3 games. But yeah, picked it up, played it, and it worked first try. It was pretty clean. And the funny thing is the gun. I did not know at the time, but the gun, if you guys are familiar with the little, I guess what it's called, zapper gun, it only works for tube TVs. And unfortunately, it does not work on a smart TV, which kind of sucks because I really enjoyed actually shooting the game, or not shooting the game, shooting in the game, shooting all the ducks from a distance, trying not to cheat and walk up right up to the tube TV and angle it right at the bird and shoot the bird. But yeah, I can't use the gun, which really sucks. Is there an aftermarket one? I have no idea if there's an aftermarket one. Maybe there is. There probably is. If there is, let me know because I'm kind of interested to, I guess, have a gun that works on a smart TV. I really don't want to have to buy a tube TV. But yeah, Mario Brothers Duck Hunt. I picked it up on my journey to collect every NES game out there. So I needed this one. It's a relatively cheap game because they made about 50 million of them. But yeah, let's cross it off the list and move on. Moving on. Guardian Legend. Picked it up on eBay. $17 and about 58 cents or something. I think exactly with tax and shipping. And it looks like someone wrote something on there. Looks like they carved it in there. But does it say Blockbuster? It does say Blockbuster. I didn't see that either. Yeah, it's carved right in the plastic. But anyways, Guardian Legend, picked it up, worked first try, and I never actually played this game when I was a kid, and I actually played it for the first time, and I enjoyed it a lot. You start off in like a space shooter type shooting, but it's not super difficult in that phase of the game. Some of the shooting games are actually, in my opinion, a little too challenging. Some games like 1943 or I think Xanac, I think I played, they're actually they're pretty unforgiving games. If you're not good at those shooters, you're not going to make it very far in the game, which is pretty bad. So yeah, I was able to get through the actual beginning parts of the shooting area, and then when you go through the shooting area, you land on the actual, I guess, planet or whatever you want to call it, and then you kind of walk around and you collect stuff and shoot stuff, and you pick up some tools and items and stuff and some powers to actually take yourself back into your little spaceship and fly to your next little world or whatever it is. I don't know exactly how that goes, but I only played it for a couple days. But I thought it was actually really, really well done game. The music was actually really good. And apparently it looks to be a very long game. So I got stuck, I think, on maybe like the 3rd session of going back out into space. And I could not beat that, which was probably maybe 30, 45 minutes into the game. But I definitely will look forward to going back to the game and seeing if I can get a little farther on it, because the music was cool, just roaming around on, I guess, the little planets, finding stuff that you kind of need to help your ship out to get through the next part is actually a pretty rewarding experience. So Guardian Legend, picked it up. We can cross it off the list. Moving on. RC Pro-Am, picked it up with the 3 other games, and yeah, it looks pretty clean. Put it in first try, it worked, and played this game when I was a kid and then enjoyed it quite a bit. And I played it when I got it, and I enjoyed it a little bit, but not as much. It did not have the lasting effect as I remember when I was young. But when this game came out, it was a pretty big deal. It was pretty popular because it had the isometric arcade feel to it, the overhead look. But when this game came out, like RC cars was, like remote control cars were really popular at the time for kids, and we'd all go around taking them like to the school and drive them around and all that stuff. And this game was very similar in the mechanics to that, and it ran really smooth and all that stuff. All in all, this was a pretty advanced game as far as the system was concerned, on what the system could be able to do with it. And the only thing I remember that I did not like about this game was that I believe that the computer had like, I wouldn't say they could like cheat, but they had like this ability where they just seemed to speed up unnaturally without actual normal mechanisms like that you'd have, and it almost seems like it was like a catch-up trick that I really did not like, and it kind of bugged me at certain times. But as far as playability, it was just a really smooth playing game, and it was a lot of fun. But definitely not one of my favorite racing games on the NES. maybe not even top 3, but I understand that this was a big game for a lot of people. But RC Pro-Am, I picked it up, and yeah, let's move on. Tecmo Super Bowl, picked it up, and I had to clean this bad boy pretty good actually, because yeah, it wasn't working, but I cleaned it about 2 or 3 times, and eventually got it to work, and I got it to work consistently because I played it consistently. I think this might be the best football game on the NES, and I think it is, unless I'm missing something, or at least it was for me. Yeah, very smooth game, a lot of fun. I mean, I don't know if there was another game that had like actual like injuries and stat tracking and all that stuff for the NES at that time, because like this seemed like it was pretty like revolutionary at that time, but you had all that stuff, and that was actually really cool. Just the play mode, just the simplicity of it, yet I mean all the play calling and all that stuff was actually pretty impressive stuff. I think the only thing I remember, I wouldn't even say it was a big issue, but like you pass the ball for like 30 yards, you catch it, and you'd have a wide open receiver and you run with it, but then your opponents would just start running twice the speed as you and just catch up and tackle you. It'd be tough to like run the whole distance and run in for a touchdown, which I thought was kind of strange, but I guess they just kind of made that so yeah, you wouldn't be scoring all these touchdowns, I guess. I'm not sure, but that was the one thing I kind of noticed playing the game. But yeah, I really enjoyed this game, and I'm happy to have it, and I did not have it as a kid. I played it as a kid, but I never owned it. But yeah, we picked up 4 games, and I got another order coming. I know, I guess it was about 2 weeks, 3 weeks since I did my last video, but I went on vacation, so I wasn't able to keep track. But I'm looking to put out another video, hopefully once these games come. I got, I believe, 6 coming. So yeah, but as always, guys, thanks for watching. Leave any comments or questions, because this is going to be about a 3-year journey. So yeah, until next time, thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you later.